I think that people who say stuff like, you shouldn't have to work so hard to get a starting job. After all, a starting salary is only $40,000. Why does one have to work so hard to break in? Shouldn't you have to work harder if you're on the senior end? That actually makes more sense. So I have 2 points to make on people who think like that. The first and quicker one is, in order to become a CEO, in order to become a managing partner, you have to be so much harder working than all of your peers in order to climb the massive shithole and hellhole that is corporate America. So if you want to get to CEO or partner level, you have got to have been so much more exceptional than people. I mean, even more, like the leveling up that you have to do at every single level is exponentially harder. Right? So that's like point one. Number two, why do you have to hustle so hard to get a $40,000 job? I'll tell you why. It's because all the graduates are fighting for a small piece of pie. There isn't an infinite amount of entry-level jobs. And I hate to break it to you, there are a lot of people fighting for that spot. And if you cannot make it past the noise, and if you do not prove to the powers that be that you are worth investing in because you bring absolutely nothing to the table, let me repeat again, entry-level people bring very little to the table because by definition you are entry-level. So an entry-level person does not get to call the shots. They are at the very bottom of the pyramid. And yes, if you don't like capitalism, if you don't like pyramids, too bad. That's how everything is set up. Everything is like a pyramid, including like the pyramid of life, right? So if you're starting at the very bottom and you have this hoity-toity, mighty attitude that you think opportunities and doors should just open for you because you exist, then I have a horrible, horrible news flash for you. You are probably going to find it extremely hard to get anywhere with your career, to launch your career to begin with. Because again, I hate to break it to you, at the very bottom level, it is a Red Sea, my friends, as in everybody is fighting everyone, cats and dogs, for those very limited seats at the table in order to have that investment so that you can progress forward. Because employers are not stupid. They're not just going to hire anyone and train them up and take the humongous risk that is entry-level hiring. They're going to work very hard to pick out the stars, the highest potential people. So if you don't have what it takes to even get to the very little level at the bottom of the pyramid, forget the top. You will never even get there.